Hey everybody, what is going on? Hexlex here. Got another Master Duel video for you, and it's Monday, which means it is once again time for one of our weekly viewer specials. For those who are not aware, if you've never seen one of these, or if you are new to the channel, the viewer special is a series we do every single Monday in which we celebrate you all, the viewers, through various means. Not only showing off your cool games with some sick decks, which you're going to see here in a little bit, but before we get into that, we first have to celebrate a certain user here, Adelon. It was Adelon, that's right. Adelon here is the winner of this week's Plex Leaderboard Challenge. So because Adelon had the highest win rate recorded on the server this week by Untapped, Adelon will be getting some pricing there. If you are interested, by the way, in also joining the Plex Leaderboard Challenge, here is how you can do so. To start, simply head down the description below. The top link there is going to be my affiliate link for the Untapped Companion. It is a free download, and using this link will definitely help support the channel as well. And then below that, you can see the Discord invite link that I'm highlighting right here. Once you're in the Discord, you're going to want to go down to the Master Duel section here, and there is an entire channel where at the bottom called Plex Leaderboard Challenge, where you can not only find the rules and guidelines pinned, but you can submit the link to your Untapped profile. Your Untapped profile will allow me to see your win rate for every game you've had the Untapped Companion open while you play Master Duel, as well as you yourself, of course. It will show you a lot of really interesting stats about your own games and the hundreds of thousands of games played in the meta overall. Alright, so yes, once again, thank you and congratulations to Adelon with a almost 70% win rate with each Salamangreat and Memento on Ranked Ladder. Very, very cool to see you doing so well, especially with some more off-meta decks there. Very, very cool to see. So, like I said, though, that is not the only way in which we celebrate viewers. The bulk of the video is going to be dedicated to the replays we're going to see from you all. So, if you are interested in submitting replays for the viewer special, much like the Plex Leaderboard Challenge, you're going to want to go to the description below and find the invite link to our Discord server. We have that channel there for viewer special submissions under the Master Duel category, and the main bit of information you'll want to put there is your 9-digit player ID. That will allow me to see all your publicly saved replays. Do make sure they are publicly saved, otherwise I'm not able to view and then feature them. Also, if you have multiple replays, make sure that you are separating them by, it can be the opponent's name, it can be the date and time, either way. It's also helpful if you want to include like a little blurb about the game. Could be as simple as I played this deck versus this deck, or if you want to go into detail, that's all good too. The only thing I really ask that you don't do is just submit the same game over and over again. That said, you can submit as many different games as you would like. If you have 10 different replays saved, you can submit 10 different replays. That is a-okay with me. We only have time to do so many per week, but I do go through and watch pretty much everything that comes in, and again, we do this every single week, so if you don't get in this one, there is always the next one as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out some of your games now. Alright, our first game comes to us from patron Mateo, who goes by Ban the Roach over here on MD, and we have a game here against this person, LDM, I believe. And we are going to be playing Vanquish Soul Horus versus Snake Eye, I believe it was. And Mateo described it as the most anime game they've ever had, so I'm very eager to see how this one ends up playing out here. Opening with a pretty typical looking Vanquish Soul hand, definitely not bad going first to have both C and Imperm. Oh, it must have been Snake Eye Rescue Ace, or maybe it was just Rescue Ace. But either way, we got the Airlifter grabbing the emergency F for the Hydrant here. Hydrant F to then add, I imagine, the Turbulence, except we do have the Imperm for that. We can also throw out the Imperm here very comfortably, as we have already seen the emergency from the opponent, right? Now, it turns out they did have a Turbulence in hand anyway. I noticed we're holding the Max C, which I think is kind of interesting. Maybe we are anticipating that they'll summon more on a future turn. Because to be fair, even if we had Seed in response to the emergency, we'd only, quote-unquote only, get 2 draw. Well, also, to be fair, if we see in response to emergency, they just go for Turbulence, so we only get 1 draw, right? So I guess it depends if you value cycling this for the draw more, or if you value using it as a disruption tool. Anyway, gonna lead with the Stake Your Soul. Revealing the border for the Mad Love, adding the continue, putting back, or showing rather the... Oh, no, we kept seeing hand because we need an Earth monster. That makes... Well, no, we don't need an Earth monster, we have Caesar Valius, right? Yeah, never mind, okay. I was gonna say, but, maybe we still need an Earth monster? Like, we need one after Valius hits the board? That is one aspect because I'm not someone who's ever played Vanquish Soul. That's an aspect of playing the deck that I'm not the most familiar with. That actually, okay, I think that's what's happening here, because if we Valius bounce Raisin back, then we'll have Dark, well, we would have had Dark Earth and Fire. Well, actually, we can have Fire anyway, although we can't summon this, right? Yeah, return to the hand, and if you do summon this card. So if you don't return the summoned, or if you don't return the targeted monster to hand, you can't summon the Vanquish Soul Caesar Valius there. Alert for Fire Attacker is a little odd here. Oh, no, okay, but there's summoning Preventer. That makes more sense. I thought they were just adding Fire Attacker instead of, like, Preventer or something, but okay. Alright, so it looks like we're going to be adding the Dumatef off of the field spell here. That's pretty interesting. Not Imseti? Let's see. Going for the rock. Is it because we need an... Oh, no, because we need the Earth. Yep. Yep. That makes sense. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, the fact that Imseti is dark and then Kibesnif is Earth. So Horus does have two of the attributes that Vanquish Soul does care about. Yeah, now we can summon the Valius and reveal one of each of a Fire, Dark, and Earth. Wow, we managed to play through their background. That's wild. We didn't even, like, wipe them or anything with a Feather Dust. We played through all of the background. That's pretty cool. Got a handful of Vanquish Soul monsters as well as the Kibesnif and Ghost Spell now. Looks like they added an Impulse, I think that was, off of the Hydrant there, summoning a Preventer. They get to bring out the Fire Attacker as well. Yep, there's the Impulse. I just added to summon another Rescue Ace from the deck here. Alright, Fire Attacker coming down. Or Turbulence, rather, coming down. Raisin being summoned. Fire Attacker also coming down. Raisin F to add. Preventor's going to turn it face down. That's fine. That's not that big of a deal. Adding the Borger. This Borger, I mentioned if they have to bounce it face up, right? Well, yeah, it has to check to see if it's a Vanquish Soul. Ooh, okay, they're going for Little Knight here. But not with an extra deck monster. Okay, so they don't get the immediate banish effect. They do get summon out the banished Turbulence with the Preventer, but... Okay, now we're going for Promethean Princess. Promethean Princess F to bring back nothing because of a Ghost Spell. Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, is this lethal on board? It might be if they play Zealantis? Maybe. It's a Summoning Borger. Impulse F. Ooh, they have the Field Spell too. Okay. Okay, now we get to summon Valius, and that means we also get to use the effect too to pop a card, potentially. Ah, there's the Raging Phoenix. I wonder if that's what we were going into. Oh, they are doing Zealantis. Oh, cool. Okay. And then we're popping the Zealantis as soon as it comes down. Yep. Okay, I was wondering. I was going to say, this looks like a perfect setup for a Zealantis OTK. But no, we were able to stop it with the Caesar Valius. Alright, now that the HQ has put back all those spell and traps, Turbulence gets to set them all again. Wow. Ah, this is brutal. We already played through them once, and now we gotta do it again! Oh. Wait, huh? They battled Hydrant into the... I wonder if there was a reason to do that, or if they were trying to battle into the Link monster? Oh, okay, I guess they just had another... That still doesn't make any sense to me. I think that was a misplay. I don't know. Unless there is a reason to have the Hydrant in the yard that I'm not thinking of, which I guess there could be, but... I wonder if they... It would be really funny if they thought they could attack the Rock with the Hydrant, given they both have, like, similar clauses of protecting themselves from battle. Ooh. Ooh, Pantera effect. How often do you see Pantera using the spell Trap Destruction effect, but... That'll force out the Rescue, bringing back the Preventer. Turbulence can pop the Rock here, but we do have the ability to respond with it. They're going to use Contain. Isn't that so fine? Because we... Hang on. Yeah, we haven't even used our normal summon yet. So the fact that we're able to bait so much Disruption out, again, without having even used our normal yet, it's pretty good. Promethean Princess, there's that out of the way. So now it's just, Alert and Extinguish. Oh, but now we pass back over to them. Oh, we do have the Snow Devil. Does that wipe all cards or just all monsters? Got it. Okay. All cards might be a bit much. Is this access code? No, it's Nightmare Phoenix. Ah, they're playing real cautiously then. But thankfully, yep, we get to chain in response. Oh, that's why we didn't summon Raise in so that we could reveal all three and board wipe. Again, Vanquish Soul with the kind of next level, not playing cards to keep them in hand, like that actually like super matters, right? Okay, they're ashing our Raise and Search. Isn't that fine? Because we already have, well, I mean, we have Mad Love and Xiaolong. We have a decent amount of stuff here. Alright, Raging Phoenix does get to come back. And yeah, they still have the Alert as well. Oh, they get to set... Oh my god, they get to set again, don't they? Wait, have they used the field spell? They haven't used the field... Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way they've used the field spell already. Yep, there they are, putting them back and then setting them with Turbulence. Again, for the third time now! We're having our stuff, we're having Turbulence set for having to play through... Not even wiping, playing through these back row. Okay, so we managed to dodge all the damage there, which was actually needed because we're at 3,500, so we would have lost there. I was wondering how we were going to not die if it was to be, it was to summon the Xiaolong. Wait, why would you prevent her that early? Yeah, you could just flip the monster back up. Okay. I was wondering if this was going to be Baguska. Oh, is this Baguska into Zeus? Okay, they got rid of their monster, but they still have defense mode stuff. It's like the Zeus, or the Baguska can still battle into that. It was Baguska into Zeus. Actually, I haven't looked at our extra deck yet. Okay, so we have 90 and 38 as our rank 8s, okay. The field spell for the horse, the Black Flame Deity here. Wiping the board, passing back over. Alright, I think we have finally managed to gain something that resembles an upper hand here. The nice thing is with the field spell gone in particular, like, yeah, they can reset trap cards one at a time with emergency, but beyond that, they've really lost all their ability to recur and recycle their stuff. Ooh, Extrav is a very, very nice top deck here. Go to banish 6, and then they just concede right there. Wow. You know, it's... that's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, the opponent made us play through such a grind game, but the second they were faced with having to play through a grind game, they just kind of conceded. I almost feel like that shows two different mentalities, right? Like, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's valid if you don't want to play in losing game states, like if you want to just save time. But, you know, if you want to improve competitive play, it's definitely advisable to play through as many losing situations as you can. Because one, even if you do end up losing, they're all still very valuable teaching moments. And two, you might just end up pulling ahead. Like, I don't know. I don't think many people would expect to win through 3 waves of Turbulence setting 4 and not having any outs to, like, board wipe the backers and just dealing with all of them one at a time. And yet, here we are. We did it right here. So, excellent duel to start us off with, Mateo. We just have a couple more to watch. Let's see the next one. All right, our next replay actually comes to us from Adelon, who won this week's Plex Leaderboard Challenge. So we're going to see Adelon playing I think this is with another account here, the Unbearable account. And there's a reason for this name, because we're going to be playing Earth's Arctics. Normally I don't, because I think I featured Adelon recently as well, like a couple of weeks ago. Normally I like to space it out and give a bunch of different people time in the spotlight here, but I couldn't not see Earth's Arctics being played out. I've literally never seen anybody play this deck before, so I gotta do it now, right? Alright, I'm not going to even pretend to know what any of these do. I know the general theme of Resurrectix, right, is to kind of reverse synchro. It's kind of the closest to dark synchroing from the anime that we'll get by subtracting instead of adding levels in order to get your synchro monster here. So, McPolar would have added an Resurrectic monster, but we can add some with Resurrectic Departure instead. Discard 1, add 2. Hey, TG has this card as well. Here's the Draw 7, the Resurrectic Radiation. This one I am familiar with. So, how you can potentially draw up to 7 cards per turn with this. Yeah, see, we sent a bunch of we sent a bunch of monsters, but then we end up summoning a level 1 synchro monster. That's because, again, you summon and then you do the difference. It's kind of weird, but also really cool at the same time, I will definitely say. Haven't even used our normal summon yet, going for the Deep Sea Diva here for the Neptibus. Did I say we were playing against Salads already? By the way, we're playing against Salamangreat, if I didn't mention that yet. Oh, interesting. Are we using Poseidra? Wow. That's wild. That's from like the Atlantean structure deck. I don't know if I've ever seen a deck play this monster, so that's really cool that Resurrectic does. Oh, we also saw the newer Resurrectic synchro here, the Polar Star, as well as the Polari. Wow, we drew a lot of cards. Did we draw 5? We did. We drew 5 cards off this Resurrectic Radiation. That's pretty sick. Oh, okay, so our opponent is on Salamangreat, and they're leading with the Terratop package, which is actually not bad in Salads, given that you have a pretty relevant target to go into here. The Mirage Stalio does end up being a generic rank 3, so you can just make that with the Speedroid package. Alright, they normal the Salad of Fire as well, going for the Balinks. Now, they are going to be fire locked, but they already have Mirage Stalio in play, so it might not be that big of a deal. Also, to be fair, it looks like the Mirage Stalio is actually being negated by... which one is it? One of these negates... Yeah, negate the effects of face-up monsters without a level that were summoned from the extra deck. So, that's going to be Xyz and Link monsters. Those are the 2 types of monsters summoned from the extra deck that do not have levels. Fusion and Synchro and Pendulum monsters do all have levels, so... I guess unless it's a Pendulum Xyz monster? I wonder, if you Pendulum summoned a Pendulum Xyz monster from the extra deck, I feel like this would negate it, because it doesn't have a level. That's interesting. Okay. Drawing yet more cards off the Radiation, by the way. Because that is... That's wild. That's so wild. Oh, wait, hang on. What effect was that? We are taking control? Hang on, let me read this here. Remove all counters, minimum 7, target 1 monster opponent controls, and take control of it. So, yep. By grabbing their Sunlight Wolf, we're able to take their Link 2 and stop them from Link climbing, at least with that. But it looks like they do still have some other options here. Will the Salamangreat to bring back the Jaguar going into Balinks. They still have Code of Soul in hand. So that's pretty good for them. Not acting the effect too is kind of weird, but... Going for another Sunlight Wolf. Jaguar effect to bring itself back into, of course, the Sunlight Wolf zone. Sunlight Wolf F putting back a Balinks into the extract. Now they're going to go for a Promethean Princess, I imagine. Yep. We saw that Imperm face down too. And yeah, I was going to say, we can just flip it up here and then more or less stop their turn. They're going to have to battle. Also, I don't think that was until end of turn to take control effect, right? Nope. Take control of it, period. We get to keep this Sunlight Wolf. Also can summon the Mega Polar from our hand here. And drawing another card off the Radiation. We did it! We drew all 7 cards off the Continuous spell. That's wild. Oh my god, yeah, wow. When this deck pops off, it gains a lot of advantage, doesn't it? And just being able to take control of so many things. What the heck, that's so cool. That's actually really cool. Although, yeah, it looks like by taking control of that... I was going to say we are fire locked, but then we can just tribute it for the Poseidra. That's cute. Bringing back the Serpentinian? Wait, no, it's not. It's Serpentrian. I got it. Yeah, they're all named after, like, stars and stuff. Go figure, would you believe it if I said that? So, going into more water synchros, this time the Ice Blade, Gamir, Agernine. And even after we draw 7, this still actually refills our extra deck bit by bit, which is pretty cool. Ooh, Lady Debug is a really good top deck. Unfortunately for them, we do have the Ash Blossom, so... Dang. Although we did also have the Gamir Agernine for Disruption as well. They might not be done. They might still have plays here. Going for that Baylynx. Baylynx F. Have they not added Sanctuary yet? Or did we negate last time they did that? Oh no, we had that one monster up that said they couldn't activate. Yeah. This one. Actually, we have it up right now. This one. Mega Bliss. Special this card from your hand. Sort of card in your opponent's graveyard. Banish it. Interesting. Okay. And then we can just banish the Promethean Princess. That's good. Ooh, and we're also chaining the Gamir Agernine, which will protect us from it, I believe. Because it's a destroy, and if you do summon. Got it. Okay. I was wondering how that was phrased. Wow, look at this. Look at this board. Look at this board. And there it is. Wow. That's, it's almost enough to make me want to try Earth's Arctic. I mean, I know, of course, that every game doesn't go like that, but still, that was very, very cool. Thank you, Adalon, for showing us what the Earth's Arctic deck is capable of. And once again, congrats on winning that Plex leaderboard challenge there. Got one last game to see. Let's take a look at that one. And our final replay comes to us from Sebastoran, who has definitely submitted to the viewer specials before. I actually was kind of curious to see this game here, in which we were playing Mathmech. Mathmech with the EMP Meow Mine, as well as the, where is it? Little Knight. Oh, we have the VLAN Hydra in the extra deck, too. Okay, we're definitely getting up to some shenanigans here. Yeah, Meow Mine and Mathmech. I was like I said, I was eager to see how this plays out. I guess we're adding an IP line to our Mathmech board? Okay, so we started with, which one was it? The Firewall Defensor. Okay, Firewall Defensor, yep. Pretty typical stuff so far. This is, you know, to be fair, I guess it doesn't take that many extenders to put IP on a Mathmech board, does it? I mean, maybe you do probably need multiple. Well, not necessarily. I guess it kind of depends. We can definitely do it with this hand. That's what I'm getting at here. We can definitely do it with this hand. Now I'm going to grab who else but Circular. And then sacking itself for the Diameter Circular effect to add the Super Factorial. And then linking off Circ for the Link Decoder, I imagine here. Yep. Yeah, I was trying to think, like... Well, actually, how does EMP and Meow Mine read? Let me see something real quick. Can I... The graveyard advantage face up. So that's kind of interesting. You could technically proc this with Terahertz, if I'm reading this correctly. Oh, hang on, we're going for the VLAN Hydra. I've seen this play before, but I'm not the most familiar with it. So, okay, we sack the transcode, summon the tokens... Oh, okay. 2 of our tokens into IP. I get it. Now we can subtraction. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, interesting. We make G-Golem on turn 1 with this line, especially in the Meow Mine. Oh, and here's Terahertz. Okay. Alright, Terahertz F, of course, sending D-Save where I'm setting, and then... So I think we summoned Crystal Heart here to ensure that we had all of our Mathmech stuff in the graveyard, right? That makes... Oh, also, I guess it is a monster to link off with IP. Wow, we used almost all of our extra deck on turn 1 there. Holy cow. 4 cards left. 2 of them we're gonna summon on this turn. Leaving only Almirage and Access Code. Also, looks like they're leading with Fenrir, then going into the Snake Eye Ash. Fortunately for us, we do have the Valor here. We're negating the Bonfire with the D-Save Worm. That way they're not able to add Poplar for follow-up plays. We do, of course, still have that Super Factorial face down as well. Snake Eye Ash getting linked off for, I imagine, Link Karibo here. Yep. Now IP is going to activate. We're linking off IP with the G-Golem to go for that Little Knight. Yeah, I was going to say, we have to banish Fenrir here. Oh, and then we can use Meow Mine to bounce the Link Karibo. That's cute. Now they don't have anything left on the field. So now, even if they do have the original Sid in hand, they wouldn't have a target. Although now they have Diabell. Looks like Diabell pitched the called by. Gonna chain the super fact here. Now we're able to totally eat, well, we would have been, if not for the call by here, eat the rest of their board, right? Oh, here looks like we're gonna use Little Knight to dodge anyway. Yeah, Little Knight banishing the Diabell. Now, even if they do set the original Sin, you know, we're not able, or they're not able to keep comboing. And even if it was Subversion to push back Terahertz, we would still have multiple bodies on the board to continue comboing with on our next turn. Of course, we'd also get back Little Knight and they get back Diabell. I mean, if nothing else, we'd be able to make access code, so alright. Hell yeah. It's cool to see new stuff woven into decks where you wouldn't expect to see it. Thank you for that replay there, Sabas, and thank you, or C, because I know on the Discord your name is C Bass Toe Run, which I think is really funny. So I don't know if it's, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. If it's C Bass, then or C Bass, then well, I'll call you that. Anyway, thank you for the submission, and thank you everyone who submitted. As always, Zevra, the viewer special cannot be done without you all participating, and that is like a huge thing that you're all doing. It's like, it's so awesome. Like, I say this almost all the time, but every single week, just seeing all the submissions come in and people excited to have their games featured. And I'm excited to feature them too. Y'all are playing so many cool decks out there, right? So again, if you are interested, Discord invite is going to be in the link below. You can check that out there, as well as the Plex Leaderboard Challenge. But that'll be it for this one. Let's move now to our outro. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. That means a lot to me. It's also a great way to support the channel, so thank you very much in that way as well. If you're interested in supporting the channel in other ways, like the very special patrons that I am thanking here, you can do so by checking out some of the links in the description. One of those goes to the Patreon, where you can join these fine folk and support the channel that way. I do post daily content over on Patreon, so you do get something for supporting there. And if you're interested, I also have a coaching tier option as well. Details again will be on Patreon in the link below. Also in the description linked below is my Twitch page where I stream a few times a week. You can go ahead and check that out, follow or subscribe over there if you ever want to catch me live. You'll also find my second YouTube channel if you feel like subscribing over there to watch some of the Twitch VODs as well as some additional non-Yu-Gi-Oh related content that I make over there. Again, any of those links you want to check out is all a great way of supporting. But again, even if you don't do that, just watching was also a fantastic way to support. And once again, I have to thank you so very much. But in any case, this is Hexlex. I'm going to be signing out, and I'm hoping you have a fantastic day.